Welcome back to the SA Live Home Improvement Show powered by RBFCU. Well, our next guests are showing us how to rejuvenate old furniture and just make it like new again.
And here to give us a demonstration of staining and painting techniques is Freebird Restorations and Design owners Michelle and Michael Fallon. All right.
Welcome. So you could take just an old beat up piece of furniture and basically make it brand new, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. As long as you do the prep work correctly and as long as you get it down to that kind of bare wood, you can paint it, you can stain it, or you can do a combination of both, and then you have a statement piece in your home that you didn't pay thousands of dollars for.
Okay. What's the best way to start?
Definitely get all your supplies on your material that you're gonna need. We're gonna need a good sand. That lead paint is no joke.
Yeah, be very, very careful with that if it is indeed.
Yes, and that stuff is holding on for dear life.
And solvents and strippers and all that stuff.
Right, correct. We like to use this one because it's very eco-friendly. It's not as hazardous as a lot of the other ones. It is a good one. It's clean, safe. Just make sure you have your brushes too to kind of strip that off as well. And then that's your prep work. It's most of the work. So this is gonna be, you almost want to throw it away sometimes, you know. But once you get through this and you get to the other end of the process, that's when it's like smooth sailing over here.
That's when we do this. And now this is a table that you have sanded down, and you said you didn't sand it with too fine a grit of sandpaper, right?
That is correct. So whenever you're prepping a piece for your next step, which is going to be stain, which we're going to be doing, you want to use something that's going to be up to 220 grit. So what that does is it keeps the pores open, so that way they do not get clogged and it accepts the stain a whole lot better.
Okay, and then one of these, use a tack cloth, and you can buy these things, and it's great because then you just go over it and all the little finite little crumbs and everything else on there, and you may not see them very well, but that is going to help with that finish, right?
That is absolutely correct. Again,
Okay.
you want those pores to be open to accept that stain.
Now, when it comes to staining, I'm sure we've all used the rag, old t-shirt, everything else, but you
Correct.
said, no, get one of these things.
That's absolutely correct. So these can be bought at Lowe's. It's for stain.
Okay.
That's its application. That's what it's used for. And what it does is it creates a nice uniform type coating, so that way you do not have those splotchy spots.
I've never used one of these before. Just dip one side in,
Absolutely.
like this,
There you go.
and then
let a
do I
little bit of the excess come off.
wipe it off,
There you go.
and then
Let's go with the grain, and we're
Start-
going to apply it.
just like this,
Absolutely.
and go all the way to the end.
Correct.
Okay.
And then let's do some, there we go. And what we're doing is we're wanting to get that stain into the grain there, right? Because that's where the beauty comes from, the grain, right? So what we're gonna do, and this is a very important tip, absolutely, I cannot stress this enough, we need to wipe off the excess.
Okay, this thing holds a lot of stuff, doesn't it?
Exactly, right?
Okay.
That white t-shirt from
go.
1987.
I would have dipped it about 27 times. up to this
Exactly,
point,
and we're not using that much stain.
Okay.
And if you look, it is bringing out all the beauty in that wood.
so. Now, a lot of people would go, okay, I'm going to let that dry and do new coat.
Correct, that is
But-
correct. But what you want to do is you want to come around and you want to take off that excess. Look how beautiful that is.
Wow.
And what you want to do is remove all that, because it is going to give you a nice, uniform, and beautiful wood tone that this table would have had back in 1960, what have you.
Now, if I want to do another coat to make it a little bit darker, richer, I can then wait till this dries and do that, right?
That is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. If you want a tone that's going to be a little bit more darker than this, you can apply a second coat. We do recommend that you let it sit for a little bit before applying the second coat.
Okay. And of course, we've got the different finishes too,
Yes,
right?
We definitely do. I think it's preference at this point. A lot of people, whether you want it really shiny, you want a matte finish, I guess whatever, you want in your home. Everybody has a different, for a table, we always do recommend a good poly. Because it gets a lot of wear and tear every day. You eat off of it. It has a lot of usage, so we do recommend a good poly. If you're not comfortable using this, we can try to maybe use a can at home, or we do have the wax. Right. And we don't recommend that for kind of like a dining table or something, just like an end table.
And if you have a project there that maybe you've gone, call them.
Just
That
let
is
them
absolutely correct.
Come to the
handle
rescue,
it.
right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much, you guys. For more information on Freebird Restorations and Design, just head to salive.com and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab where we've provided a link, or just scan that QR code on your screen. Celebrate San Antonio with us on YouTube.
Yeah, all your favorite DIY videos, food, drinks, tips, and tricks. If you've seen it here, it's on the SA Live YouTube channel.
Just search KSAT SA Live on YouTube and like, subscribe, and ring the bell.